Hello, happy Sunday afternoon. I totally forgot to go check what football games were on and record the ones I wanted to watch. Just totally forgot about it. Hi, Mass Bandit. Welcome. You are prompt. I just got here myself. So, anyway, I wanted to show you. If you remember, I've been spinning an Advent fiber. I don't have anything to play it with yet. This is the bobbin, which on this side is just the last two colors. But if you look at it this way, and I might use the other camera, you can see there's reds at the very center and yellows and greens and blues and all sorts of colors. So it is very impressive. But this camera's not doing it good justice, so I might show it on the other camera here in a little bit. Happy New Year! I knew there was something I forgot to say. It has been so low key for us. I mean, seriously, low key. Um, I kind of forgot it was New Year's Day. you know, sometimes we are a little more aggressive about partying, but not this time. It was a very quiet evening. Had a good sleep and slept in. So, okay, I am in the process of spinning. I need to spin this last bat. The one thing I have started in the honor of New Year's is I have this nice little size calendar book, 2 page for the month, and I have decided that I am going to write down if I spin anything on that calendar. I'm going to keep it right here. Didn't used to work well. When I had my spinning wheels all over the house, I wouldn't think to write it down or whatever, but it is so confined to this area now all the time because I only spin when I stream, and I got a cowlick right here. Oh, so much for a camera being a mirror, right? Um, that I thought, well, why can't I try and do this now? So I am. I am going to try and do that. Let's go to the spinning camera. I have so little to talk about today. Mass Bandit, you must have. Oh, and I didn't edit my. Let me edit this subtitle. Because today is day 7 of the 12 days of spinning, which means it'll be over this Friday. Oh, don't do that. There we go. Huh. It doesn't like the word spinning. Spinning. Telling me it isn't spelled right. That's weird. Okay. It's right. So, yeah, I have all this week yet to stream for the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know if your tradition includes a pork roast on New Year's Day. It always was part of our tradition as I was growing up, so I have the pork roast in the crock pot. And it's a good size one, so probably we'll be making a lot of barbecue sandwiches out of it. Let's see, I think I was coming towards me, so let me change this to that. Here we go. Like I said, this is probably going to be a pretty quiet stream, except for the music. Which is one of the problems with streaming every day. I mean, really, my life is not that complicated or exciting that I have things to talk about every day. So I run out of things to talk about. The one thing I was fussing with today, I found out uh, there's a magazine, a knitting magazine called The Knitter. And for years, I got it as an actual physical magazine, and then they talked me into being cheaper. It just got so expensive. It's coming out of the UK, I think. It got so expensive that I finally went with digital, and I had the copies on my iPad, but I've changed iPads, and I've changed main computers. So I thought I would look into getting those digital copies again. And do you know they have removed the right to access the digital copies, which really, really upsets me because I paid for them. And they're still offering subscription for the current one, the current magazine, digital. But the back library is not being archived by them. Now, I kind of searched a little bit on Google to see if it was anywhere else. Couldn't find it. And I vaguely remember some emails about this was going to happen. And I was working on downloading the back copies, and I think might be on the computer that hubby is doing, but I haven't gotten around to looking to see if maybe that's where they are. So, my goodness, this is what I do not like about the digital age. I like the digital because you don't have the massive amount of storage required if you want to keep years of a certain publication or books or whatever. It's wonderful that way, but I have to be responsible for getting it and keeping it and keeping access to it. And technology keeps changing, right? For a while there, we were using certain kind of thumb drives, and then the USB thumb drives went away, and it just really, really is frustrating to try and keep up with the digital archiving. And it's same what's true with pictures, photographs too, because all the cameras are digital. We take them on our phone. We take them. My camera for the last 4 cameras, I think, have been digital. Where it's on a card. I mean, and that means unless I make prints. Now, somebody has come along and solved the photograph problem. It's called Shutterfly, and it is free digital storage, and it's unlimited. So, but again, I thought the Knitter magazine would be available forever. So you never know, right? You never know. It's going to go away. So I was a little disappointed to find that out. I have some as hard copy, and fortunately I have the early years, which would be even harder to get because I don't think they were even providing digital access for the first 5 years of the magazine. But then um, digital came along, and Zenio was a really good source. They kept your library for you, but they didn't carry the knitter. Then the knitter came out and said, "Well, here we are. We're digital. Get it here on our website. You know, you can get it anytime you want, and download the magazine." Which, of course, I didn't all the time, and should have. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done ranting. Nothing to be done about it. They are very complex patterns, right? It's very high end knitting. Um, and I like it for that reason, but I don't always find a lot that I want to make out of it. And I find it really difficult to knit out of an actual physical magazine where you have a chart, or because most of the time you do, and you have to, put something under a ruler, or put it on a magnet board or whatever, in order to keep your place. I like digital patterns to knit from. Hi, Kay. I'm just ranting away here. I'm not looking at. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm just spinning and ranting about losing copies of digital magazines. So, um, I like the knitting from a digital pattern because I can put it on Knit Companion, and I've talked about this before on the stream. Right? It's just so wonderful to knit from Knit Companion. It brings up your chart. It has plenty of markers. It has a row counter. It's really great to work with. So, and the Knitter magazine would allow you to download a PDF of the pattern if you had the digital copy, and then that could be transferred to that could be directly transferred to Knit Companion. It was a good system till the system went away. Somebody decided to close up shop. And it was a very expensive what am I trying to say? Very expensive subscription because it was 10 copies a year, I think. And when it was finally hitting $100 for the actual physical copy, that's when I went digital. Now, here's the way I should look at it, right? All those shoulds. Untangle yarn, no. This is the way I should look at it. I have more patterns up in those magazines than I could ever knit, right? In the 40 issues of Knitter that I actually physically own. And I have way many of the entire complete shelf of knitting books that have patterns that I could knit, and I have a whole bunch on Knit Companion, and there's a whole bunch available on Ravelry that are free. Why am I complaining? Because I paid money for it. That's why I paid money for it, and don't have what I think I should have for it, right? Not only that, most of the stuff I've been knitting or crocheting lately has been a kit that I bought from Mary Maxim, which is a pattern that they send along with the yarn, right? It's not even from any of those sources. Yeah. Why am I complaining? Oh, here, I was going to show this on this camera. This is the, you know, I so seldom get to do this. This is the end of that bobbin of Advent fiber that had all the different colors. I mean, you can't really, right way in the center there is an orange, you know, and then yellow, and then greens, and blues, and purple. And isn't that cool? But now I was going to um, spin cormo bats, which are white, and I just made a whole bunch of barber pole. I really don't want to barber pole this, and I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know what to use that won't make it look that way. I have black merino um, top. I could spin, and that would it kind of would make it like a jewel tone thing. And of course, that pattern that I was looking at last night did use black as the background, so I might even have enough of that fiber to spin extra black. At least plying with black isn't as bad as knitting with black. I hate knitting with black. I am a grumpy Gus today, I'll tell you. Yeah, I paid for the magazines. Right, right. It should be my decision whether that I throw them away or they disappear. That's the biggest part of it. It should be my decision, not theirs. You know, sometimes you just have to wait a bit. I'm not being Pollyanna about this. I have seen this a number of times where this something happened that made any number of people upset online because a website closed, and then somebody has come along and fixed it. I think Craftsy was that way, and let's see. I can't think of another example, but I feel that this is always a possibility. They will have the rights to that um, publishing, and if somebody comes along and buys the one that's currently publishing it, that could make it available again. Um, so, yeah. Or instead of using the black merino, I could go back to my original plan, which was a tan off-white alpaca. Because it's going to need to be a fair amount of fiber. I think it's going to have to be close to a pound. may have to. I was going to do that today before stream, and I didn't get around to it. I may have to skein off and clear 2 bobbins so I can go on spinning. I didn't bring my aura in here. And I don't know if I want to apply this till tomorrow. Gosh. After I get done streaming, we have to go out. I hope the grocery store is open. Man, hubby's got to buy groceries for his brother. I'm kind of wondering. I would think maybe Walmart might be open. We have to do that. Problem is, I went ahead and I didn't do the stream early. I went ahead and did it at my regular time, which means it's going to be close to 6 before we get to the store, and they could very likely close at 6 o'clock. Let me check, see if I can find out hours. I don't know, he may have to wait a day. I'll do it tomorrow. You're open? Yeah, but that's what I'm worried about is the shortened hours. Let's see here. Where is this? Walmart will have regular hours? Yeah, they almost always do. Wonder which one this is. Well, one says 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve. Pharmacies will be closed on New Year's Day, but they don't say anything about... Oh, this is Dixie Highway. open till 10 p.m. Oh, good. That makes me feel better. Let's hear it for commercialism. Oh, dear. I know a lot of Kroger's used to be open 24 hours before COVID, but they were closed on very very short hours during COVID quarantine, and they didn't get the staffing back. I don't think to do the 24 hours anymore. As far as I know, there isn't any that's staying open now. We went to Walmart yesterday so hubby could get the propane torch. I mean, propane for his welding torch thing. I'll tell you, that still isn't done. We only have hot water, which, given a choice, I'm glad we have hot water, but he is being very slow about getting it fixed. Well, I wonder how many people are taking down their Christmas trees. I know an awful lot of people do. New Year's Day. Last two. Trying to decide what time to stream tomorrow. I stream early Tuesday morning, so I think I might stream at night. I don't know. All right. Finished. Okay. Now, let me think here. I actually have 2 bobbins, so that should be enough for the rest of the stream. I'll just skein off the other one later. My hands are cold. I keep rubbing them together because they're cold. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Oh. Well, next is this bag. That's what I have, the next bats I have. Let me put these over here out of the way. So I can put them out here on the table. Probably can't see the table. But I'm probably going to have to weigh them. Oh, guess what? There's only 3. Oh, this is a tiny thing. Okay, this is a black and white Shetland. Oh, I know what it is. And then I have 3 white Shetlands, and I was going, oh, that Shetland is so nice. I was going to ply with the, do the black and white on one bobbin and ply with the white on another bobbin. Yeah, so this is my Yin Yang Shetland. Let the end of it. What's that paper? The end of it, which the fleece was black and white, right? And I separated out the white and I separated out the black. The black has been spun previous, and I had this left over. Keep that as my yeah. There you go. There they are. There's 3 bats. So I don't know if it pays to try and. Well, no, I'm going to spin it all in one bobbin. I don't have to separate it. Yeah, no, I don't have to separate it. Remember the plan. Remember the plan. Doesn't pay to plan if you don't remember it. All right. However, since I have one that's really mostly white, I'm going to split it in half and start and end the skein with white. Oh, this is so soft. This is so nice. I love Shetland. Oh my goodness, I love Shetland. This bat doesn't have a whole lot of integrity, though. Let me tell you. It's probably should have been carded twice. And I was in a hurry and didn't. Very long staple length. Very long. Kind of hard to draft. All right. Not gonna try worsted with this. I'm gonna do a woolen with this. I'm gonna do the worsted. Control where the twist goes. Make it as thin as I can, reasonably. I'm pretty sure this is combing waste, but because I did the black and the white as top. And it has a fair amount of nips in it, shortcuts that I'm getting here. And this is a curl. You know, the lock has curl to it. It's just, that's what that is. I think I can get it out. That was the curly tip. Oh, man. And this got more twisted than I wanted. There we go. Let's get that out of there. Hmm. That didn't turn out too good. It's very fuzzy looking. It's almost like I'm spinning Angora. It looks fuzzy in the bat, though, too. Oh, not what I wanted to happen. Oh my goodness. There we go. This is slick. Also, so I'm having some trouble making joins. There we go. Well, this is a pleasure to spin, even though it's home processed and it does have a lot of bumps to it because of the home processing. Feels wonderful. Jumped my bobbin though. No, it didn't jump my bobbin, it jumped my hook. Another curl. There it goes. Wish I could say I have resolution for big plans and big projects and big whatever, and I just don't this year, really. You don't make resolutions, Mass Bandit? Yeah. Life is just, I don't know, it's not that production oriented anymore for us, if that's what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, the resolution is make each day enjoyable, stay healthy. Okay, now let's start on the darker bats. Yeah, instead of resolutions, I do have like sort of things in my mind that places I want us to go um, and do and visit, right? So travel, there is some travel goals um, that I have in mind. I don't know. We've been talking about going up to New England for a couple years now. And I don't know if that's going to actually happen or not, but part of the problem is it really does pretty much, to do it right, require a driving trip. And I don't mind that as long as we're not pushed and we stay out of big congested areas of traffic, which means I'm not going to New York City. Um, it would be more of a scenic excursion, not a go to the cities excursion. So that's probably why it's not happening, because we really don't have definite plans made yet. Wow, this is not wanting to draft. Come on. I got a clump there, didn't want to draft. I'm hallucinating. I'm smelling what smells like cookies baking, and I know it's not. I'm not real sure what I'm picking up. Can't get it right. I'm either too hot or too cold. Put this back on. Oh, goodness. All right, so this is, I mean, Shetland is wonderful to spin, but this is not the best way to process it. Um, Top is so much better. I just end up with so much waste that I try to use the waste by drum carding it, and yeah, it makes a yarn. No, it's not a yarn that you would display publicly or sell. Right. But if I'm going to maintain the tradition that spinning always was, it's just to put something on your body, right? It's just to keep you warm. So, definitely that. It certainly is soft. You know, it's very possible three bats will not fit on a bobbin. I think I only had 2 bats per bobbin on the. Excuse me. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. I tried to get the mic out of the way. Oh. What I was saying was I put 2 bats on the brown one. They weren't completely full, so. I think this is spinning a little bit thinner. Not much, really. Just a little bit. Yep. Don't fall on the floor. I will not know you're down there. And you'll never become yarn. running out of fiber there really quick and it was gonna fall apart. Down here at the end. There's a lot of textural difference between the black and the white. The locks that were black and the locks that were white. There's more like guard hair in the black. It's way more clumped. The white tends to be curly. Black is not. Same softness, even in spite of the guard hair. Gosh. I forgot to take my stretch break. Gonna have to do that. Okay, stretch break. Yeah, I'm falling asleep. Oh, man. All right, that felt good. Ugh, this bat's ugly. That's part of the bat. Wow. Okay, this is getting overspun. Slow it down a little bit. Gang, I think I'm going to do this last bit of this bat and call it a stream. Don't have quite an hour in, but lots of bonus videos this week since I'm streaming every day being generated. You know, I remember I'm going to walk down memory lane here when I first started podcasting. The let's see, what do I want to call it? It was where it was stored, and I pay for that storage. I still do, actually. But at that point in time, they were limiting how much you could store. So, you know, I had to watch and not go over that. Or, I mean, all they were going to do is charge me more. They weren't going to delete it. But my point was, I had a certain maximum amount that I could produce as a podcast. And if my podcasts were an hour each or whatever, you know, for the month, I had to be careful that I didn't go over that limit. That no longer exists, fortunately. And even though I am paying for the storage and therefore it's there, it stays there. So if you go to my webpage, yarnspinnerstales.com, you find archives of the 13 years of podcasts there because I pay to have those archives stay there. But yeah, there was a time where I had to edit and maybe trim down, and you know, if I got a little too chatty or whatever. We don't have that with Twitch. Okay, so we have it a little bit with Twitch. Twitch eliminates your stream after a certain period of time. But I have the option of exporting it up to YouTube. I do that all the time because they both start with Y's. Up to YouTube, and YouTube will keep it under, you know, my videos forever. And it's publicly. I can mark it either public or private. So I don't put all of the streams as public. You know, because 3 a week gets a little repetitious on what I'm spinning. It takes me a number of streams to spin a fiber, and it's somewhat repetitious. So I monitor that a little bit about which are public and private. But yeah, I've been collecting those there. And more than likely, people are they're not going to find them by my name. They are just going to happenstance maybe find them on a keyword or on just in general going from one video to another, right? Looking at spinning videos, and they'll run into it. So it's okay. Once they run into the one, they have access to all of them that are up there. Well, I got a lot done. Always do. Got a lot more to do. Got white bats to do. I got 1.5 bat of this black and white, and then I have the white to do. I know, I have a rattly bag. Looks like it's going to fit all right. But I will continue to work on it tomorrow. And I think I'm going to aim for 5 to 7 in the evening, maybe 6 to 8, maybe 6 to 8 for evening, for the evening. And then that'll be Monday. And then Tuesday's the regular 11 to 1, like it normally is. The only thing I will not be doing is crafting on Tuesday like I normally do. I want to keep this all spinning, since it is all about spinning for the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say adieu. I am so glad you all hung around with me. Mass Bandit, take care. And I know you work, but when you can, thanks for stopping by. Kay, take care. And all the others who I know you are there, but you have to lurk. That's fine too. I never mind that. So, take care, everybody. See you later. Bye.